Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is a response to a popular allegation against the Quran that it could not have been divinely inspired or divinely revealed if it is inconsistent with the science of the human body as regards the anatomy and the seeds of reproduction. And this allegation is against Al-Tariq, Surat Al-Tariq, verses 5 to 7. Surat Al-Tariq is chapter 86. So we'll start from verse 5. It says, "Let man then observe out of what he has been created." Verse 6. He has been created out of emitted fluid. And in the verse 7, I'm going to read it in Arabic. يَخْرُجُ مِنْ بَيْنِ الْسُلْبِ وَالْتَرَائِبِ, proceeding from between al-sulbi. What does al-sulbi mean? It means the vertebral column, the backbone, and the loins. These are three different meanings of al-sulbi. And when we say the loins, we talk about the genitalia. The verse continues, wa al-taraibi, and al-taraibi. What does al-taraibi mean? This word is actually used concerning the female anatomy. Even if you go into tafsir, they all have consensus on this. This is part of the female anatomy, is part of the female body. And what does it mean? An arch of bones, the chest, the thorax, the rib cage. And when we say an arch of bones, every other meaning is consistent with arch of bones, because the ribs are curved in an arch and are joined together in the middle of the chest and at the back of the chest. So it is an arch of bones, so it is correct. Now when we talk about the arch of bones, which is the ribs, what we know is that the female seed does not proceed from the chest. So that is problematic. Where do we know that the female seed proceeds from? The ovaries, right? So on that note, let us look at this picture. On this picture, what you will see, or what you are seeing right now, is the anatomy, well, part of the anatomy of the female pelvis. You will see the ovaries, which the seed, or the seed produced from the female body as regards reproduction, is produced. The ovaries. And what are the seeds? The ovum, or plural, ova. So the reproductive seed of the female actually proceeds forth from the ovaries. Well, if we look closely at the picture, we see the outline of the pelvic bone of the female is actually outlined in gray. If you pay attention, or if you enlarge the video, you probably see this. And look at the bone just right beside the ovaries. What is the shape? An arch. And what is the structure? A bone. Al-Taraibi. An arch of bones. If we say this is the rib, that's inconsistent. We have to go with what we know to be consistent with science. And it's the ovaries where the female reproductive seed proceeds forth from. And look at the bone right beside, from this picture. I didn't draw the picture. This is how the human body is, the female body. Right beside the ovaries, what do we see? An arch. When we say an arch of bones, these are actually bones. It's not a single bone. There are two bones that ossified in the middle. Ossification means hardening of bones. So during the development, the body or the bones actually fuse together in the middle. So we have the left arch and we have the right arch. Now we have the arch joined together, proceeding from the right to the left. We have an arch of bones right by the organ that produces the female seed. So when you read يَخْرُجُ مِنْ بَيْنِ الْسُلْبِ وَالْتَرَائِبِ, know that it is perfectly consistent with the human anatomy. Know that it is perfectly consistent with science. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.